On this episode, I am going to decipher an occult symbolism and esoteric symbolism hidden in plain sight in pop culture and the societies around the world. Why is this occult symbol hidden from the people? But it is hidden in plain sight. You can look all you want, but if you don't understand the occult or esotericism, you are not going to see a thing. You will look, but you cannot see, because those who control you are smarter than you are. Those who control you are the Luciferians. And the Luciferians run events in this physical plane. The Luciferians are the masters of the physical light spectrum. They know how to bend light. They know how to corrupt language. They know how to bend the prism of light to make it prison for your soul, for your mind. They control the mind of the people on this planet by doing something called inversion of reality. That is one of the ways that the secret societies and the Luciferians, and by the way, when I use the concept or the terminology Luciferian or Luciferianism, it's like an umbrella. And under this umbrella is housing multiple secret societies and their agendas and their programs of mind control on this planet. So, one of the ways and methods they rule the world, they control and deceive and trick the people is something called inversion of reality. They invert reality. Inversion is like corrupting reality. And by corrupting reality and distorting light frequencies, what happens? They distort the avenue through which you know, right? And then you are now lost. You can't know the truth anymore because the truth is perverted. The truth is corrupted through the inversion of reality. And what do I mean by inversion of reality? The Luciferians will present evil as good, and they present good as evil. That is what rules the world, right? They will package Satanism. They will package the devil. They will package Lucifer as something holy, something divine, something that humans ought to worship, right? And then they will package that which is divine, that which is sacred and holy, that which is the order of the natural law. They will make it appear to be evil. You see? And by making good evil, what happens? You detach. You are scared. You run away from it and then run towards that which you think is good. And that which you think they've presented to you to be good is actually evil. See how they get you to worship the devil by switching reality. That switching of reality is something called, something I'm talking about here as inversion of reality. They invert reality, they corrupt reality so that you too, like Satan, will rebel against the order of the prime creator. You will rebel against natural law. That is their agenda. They want to make you to rebel against natural law of true creator so that you too become the enemy of God. By God, I mean the prime creator, because of course there are multiple gods, but I'm talking of the true original creator. They want to make you an enemy of the prime creator by deceiving you. Inversion of reality serves the purpose of deception. Remember, the devil and his agents are not allowed to force you into anything. It is against the order of free will. They cannot force anything on you. What do? They deceive you. They seduce you. The devil seduces you so that you choose evil. Out of your own free will, you choose to do evil. And by choosing to do evil, now you are aligned to them. You are on the side of the great old ones, of Satan, of Lucifer, of Bephagon, of Samael, of Sarklos, of the demiurge. You see, that's how it works. So let's talk about the character called Santa Claus. This is Christmas time, and during the seasons people consider to be Christmas seasons or the birth of Christ, we have been inundated with this character called Santa Claus. If I tell you, do you know Santa Claus is the devil? It means Satan. Will you believe me? That is why I say that this symbolism is hidden in plain sight, and masses, the population, the sheep, ignorant people, right, don't understand it. They don't understand it because it is an esoteric code dealing with Satan, with Lucifer, with the great old ones, with the serpent that has been presented and hidden in plain sight to trick you without your knowledge, right? Why did I say that the character we know around the world as Santa Claus? In some cultures, he is called Father Christmas because supposedly he comes from this mythical North Pole to present gifts to people, especially to children. But this is a symbol of Satan. I'm going to say it again. This is very important. The character we know around the world as Santa Claus is Satan. It's a symbol of Satan that they are giving to you. Because the Luciferians, as I said, want to invert reality. They find a way of making you believe in the devil by making the devil sexy, by making the devil cool, by making the devil, even introducing the devil inside the church, right? If you go to different churches around the world, you see a chubby man dressed in red. And also red, which is the symbol of Santa Claus, is actually the symbol of your lower chakra. Everything is occult for those who know. Why does he dress in red? It's the lower chakra. That is of the material plane, the seduction of the physical senses. It is occult, coded in plain sight, which you cannot decode unless somebody shows you. So, then who is the character called Santa Claus? In some cultures, as I say, is called Father Christmas. Who is this being? He is Satan. They are talking to you about the god Kronos. You see? That's it. Santa Claus is the god Kronos. Whenever you see them depicting this in pop culture of a man, white-bearded man with long beard, right? They're talking about who? The devil. They're talking about Satan. They're talking of the fallen angel. That's how they trick the world. Santa Claus is Kronos. Kronos is the god of time. Who is Kronos? Kronos is the god or the planet Saturn. Another image or symbolism of Kronos is the planet Saturn. The planet Saturn is the god Kronos or El, right? So that is who Santa Claus represents, the devil. The devil. Why is he associated with children? I need you to Google. You don't have to research a lot of books. Just Google the god Kronos eating children. We have been told that he's presenting gifts to children. He loves children. Of course, he loves children because if you understand other ancient mythologies, right, you understand why he eats the children. In ancient time, they depict him as eating children. In modern world, they depict him as giving gifts two children, right? But they are talking of one being, one entity. You're talking of the God Kronos, who came from where? The North Pole. Don't be deceived by the concept of the North Pole, right? Because when they say North Pole, what they are talking about? They are talking of the North Pole of the planet Saturn. The North Pole of the planet Saturn has hexagram, the six-pointed star. The six-pointed star that we've known around the world, used in multiple occult cycles in different religions, is what a lot of people call the Star of David. Come on, cut it off. David has no star. That is the star of Lucifer, right? That is the star of the planet Saturn, and it is they're talking of hexagram. The six-pointed star is called hexagram. Hex, curse, to place spell on something, right? They place spell on something. And we have to understand that the planet Saturn, who is Satan, is a visible manifestation of Satan, or the visible representation of the God, Satan. The planet Saturn vibrates frequency that controls this reality in which we live. Satan controls you. The planet Saturn and the vibration coming from the planet Saturn controls this visible reality. And that is why they depict the god Saturn in ancient time, in the time of Roman Empire, in the time of the Greek, as a white-bearded man, a man with a hood, holding a sickle. Is the god of the harvester. The sickle he holds is, to harvest souls. Literally to harvest souls. That is why I say that if you don't understand occultism, if you don't understand the esoteric symbolism, you are not going to understand how the Luciferians present the devil to the consciousness of the people so that the people will worship him. Haven't you gone to churches and see where Santa Claus, who is a visible representation of Satan, they adore him, he's sitting there at the altar giving gifts. They are talking of Satan. They are talking of Satan. So it's not some sacred, holy man who was sent by Jesus Christ to give gifts to children. No, that's not what that symbol means. They are talking of Saturn, Saturnalianism. Understand that the planet Saturn used to be our sun. It's called the dark sun, and the elites on this world, the Luciferians, worship Saturn. The Luciferians worship Saturn, and Saturn is not just a planet rotating in the space. It's Satan. It's a dark god, the dark master of this reality, the god of this world. He is also called El, right? So that is who Santa Claus represents. They are bringing to you this period the energy of Saturnalianism. That is what he represents. Santa Claus is representing Satan, right? So they've made him appear sexy for you to accept him, for your consciousness to be inundated with fallen angels without you realizing that. You're not going to know that if somebody doesn't show you. You're not going to know that if you don't understand occult. Never going to know that. And so many other things people do, even in the churches, and believing that they are worshiping the true God. No, you're following the rebellious ones. They've corrupted reality. They've inverted reality to make you follow the fallen ones and to make them appear sexy. Even when you watch movies, they present the devil to be cool. They present the devil to be sexy, right? To appeal to you, to deceive you, right? To lure you into following those on the negative left path. So, next time you're singing Santa Claus is coming to town, know that Santa Claus is the devil, is the god Kronos. The god Kronos, the god Saturn, the god El. That's who they are talking about. That's who that entity represents. And they told you it's coming from the North Pole. Of course, the North Pole of the planet Saturn. Planet Saturn projects negative vibration, and that is why Saturn or Satan is called the god of this world, because we know the planet Saturn Kronos is the god of time, is the one who puts limitation on you within this physical time, is the controller of this physical dimension. So that is who Santa Claus represents, the devil, right? And you give him your children. Is a symbolism of sacrifice. Is Moloch, the god Moloch, because the devil comes under multiple names, and throughout history they always want to present him to be innocent, to be sexy, to be something that you deify, something that you love, right? So that is one of the ways that the Luciferians invert reality and to make you to follow the negative path and believing that you are following God. You're following the right path. Right? So, as we say here, elevate your consciousness beyond the three-dimensional cognition, because the 3D cognition, those who perceive reality on the level of the three-dimensional cognition cannot see reality as it is. What they see is shadows. You perceive only shadows. And we know that shadows are not reality. Shadows are copies of realities, right? So unless your mind and your consciousness is elevated, unless you raise up your vibration, unless you extricate your soul from the entrapment of the machine or the matrix, you are not going to see reality as it is. And the Luciferians, through subliminal mind programming, through mind control, through deception, will push you more and more into following the rebellious ones, the great old ones, Satan, Lucifer, Bephagon, Samael. You know, these fallen angels, they will make you to follow fallen angels without you realizing it. You got to understand that this dimension, this visible light spectrum is controlled by the Luciferians, right? It's controlled by the Luciferians, and they are the masters of this physical reality, and that is why you cannot detect their lies. They tell you lies every day, but you cannot detect it because they have deceived you and your consciousness is asleep. I'm going to stop here. Just want to make this episode very brief. So the bottom line is, whenever you hear the word Santa Claus, Santa is an anagram for Satan. Santa is Satan. If you write it out clearly, you're going to see it. It's an occult anagram. And again, Santa Claus represents the god Kronos. The god Kronos is Moloch. The god Kronos is Saturn. And Saturn is Satan. That's who they are talking about.